Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Feuding Bros, the show where we talk about football. We focus on the Premier League, but we do go around the world to talk about the main topics. Back again with Thierry and Freddie. Yo, what's going on, people?
All good,
Yeah,
man. All
man.
good. All good.
Yes, all good, all good. Enjoyed Championship Sunday, laughing at
Champions
other
League,
fans
yeah.
since we have nothing to be happy about for our for our team.
It was
But
always going to be a sad ending for us.
yeah, so but yeah, that's about it.
Yes,
Yeah,
guys. Champions League. Champions League. Championship Sunday. Yeah,
yeah.
and Man City becomes the first team to win four in a row. Don't shake your head because you were rooting for them. Don't shake
It
your
was it was the best of a bad world.
head. Four in a row, man. Four in a
Four in a
row.
row. 4 in a row, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. 6 trophy in the last 7.
In the
I
last
mean,
seven.
how
Is it,
ridiculous.
is the Premier League becoming a farmers league?
That's the talk of the town, man. That's the talk of the town. I mean, the stats clearly show 6 and 7. I mean, who's there? Who's there to contest? Liverpool tried it a few years. They choked this year, understandably, from what we all saw. The mighty Arsenal trying as well. Coming too close, man. Like, hey, we want to hear from you today. Like, what's up? What's the feeling out there in North London?
I mean, I'm not sure what you want to hear. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like
That's so hurt. That's so hurt.
There's just no words.
it is what it is, man. I mean, obviously, I'm deflated. I'm disappointed. I was hoping for a miracle today, which never came. I mean, after 2 minutes, it was already over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe we'd have a dramatic day, maybe last minute see win or something. Something to keep us on the edge of our seats for a long time. But literally after 2 minutes, that was it. That was game set done. And just you have to give City the props. They're just a machine. Guardiola is just the best ever for me. And
Ever.
Yeah.
ever. I think he tops the great Ferguson and all that with this win. And
Even
his
Ancelotti.
his record speaks for himself. I don't know. I'm sure there's gonna be a debate here and there for for people who like one or another, but for me, it's neat and clear. Guardiola has just showed that he's the best ever. If you remember back in the days when he came, the talk was, "Oh, this tiki-taka thing will never work in the Premier League. You will get found out. You will get this. You will get that." Man, the guy smashed it.
With his
Nobody could
style.
talk to him.
Yep.
There was so much talk about, don't come here with this football. We'll show you and all that. Well, he came and he proved everybody wrong. And at the end of the day, omit the 115 reasons why they shouldn't, be there. I mean, if they're cleared of that, listen, can you say anything about them? This is a relentless pace that Liverpool set against them. They topped Liverpool until only once that they didn't top Liverpool, and that was the COVID season.
That's right.
And apart from that, I think Liverpool got in the 90s in terms of points, and Man City still beat them. We got to 89 points today. Man City still beats them. So I mean, to be honest, I'm sure you can see I'm deflated, but I'm just proud of my boys, man. The boys represented. The boys represented. I know we come back with nothing in the end, but to me it's a positive season. And like Arteta said today, I think he said we will win something, and I believe we will. Just unlucky that it wasn't this year.
The Arsenal. No, but City, I mean, yeah, like you guys said, City is they're just a machine. And I remember, yeah, like you were saying, I remember that first year, people were all over Guardiola, man. And I feel like if you know football, you knew he was gonna make it work eventually. But people obviously, especially the British, they always want to act like they invented football or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's the debate, that's what. Yeah. So yeah, they were all like, oh yeah, he can win the Premier League. Oh, he can do all that stuff. But I mean, he's made this league just like whatever. Like it's not.
He's made the league look ridiculous. To be honest,
he's made the league look ridiculous. He's made the league look.
I'll be right back. Just give me one second.
Okay. Yeah, he's made the league look ridiculous. I mean, like you said, Liverpool tried to match the pace. I mean, they beat them once, but they tried to match the pace. They got in the 90s a few times. I think even one time they got 96 points or something like that. And
97, I think.
97 points, and you still don't win the league.
You still don't win the league. It's just unheard of.
That's so crazy. But yeah, they've just elevated the level to something that I don't know if we're gonna see that again for a while at least. Because I know even if they don't win next year or whatever, when Guardiola will eventually leave, I think it will get back to normal where winning teams win with like 85, 86 points, 87 points. But yeah, they were regularly winning with mid-90s points for a while. So yeah, it's just I don't know if it tops the great Fergie though. I don't know if it tops the great Fergie. I mean, what do you mean in terms of like Premier League or just overall manager achievement?
It's not, but it's a little bit of everything. Just the achievement, style, and the way he adapted to. I mean, yes, people are gonna point to the fact that he went to Germany and didn't win much, but he went to Germany and still won the league. People are gonna say, yeah, but it's the German league. Everybody can win with Bayern Munich, and his main objective there was to win the Champions League. But he came and did that with City. I mean, people as well, they would say that he's always had money, he's always worked for money. But as we can see, if you look at over at Chelsea, if you look at over even United, money is not everything. You have to be able to have the now to find the players to put in a system, and that system has been dominating. He has been copying, and the guy has adapted every season. He hasn't just started the tiki-taka thing that he started with, you know. He came with the false number 9. Everybody started copying him. He came with the inverted year on year. He came with the inverted fullbacks. Everybody started copying him. You know, tiki-taka. When he played against us, they were playing long balls. The guy is just adapting. And for me, I know, yeah, Fergie is levels, man. Is the old dude, is the uncle, yeah. But to me, and if we have to, separate the two in terms of just achievement alone, to win 4 in a row, even the great Fergie couldn't do that. So to me, he's up there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, no arguments there. I think to do it in different countries, different tournaments, that's crazy all it by itself. You know, Fergie did leave a massive stamp. He did the treble, 3 in a row. He did 3 in a row twice. All right, so that's something we still hold against Man City, even though they did the 4th that we never did. All right, we'll probably never do the way I look at the club right now. But you know, just
gotta fix the roof first.
That's getting fixed as we speak. You know, with Guardiola, yes, it's just incredible what's going on with City, right? And I don't think it's going to be done again because you mentioned it, the 115 charges overhead, and we just need to remind ourselves what that is. Basically, it's, you know, financial fair play, which is basically pumping money into the club that the club is not generating, which is what City did at first. Because I think before 2005, I don't think anybody even knew about City, right? I mean, at least not mainstream. They came out of nowhere, pumped money into the club that the club wasn't generating, and was able to buy. Right? So buying the best players is part of that. If you always have money to snatch everybody first, then you're going to build a strong team. And obviously, if you have the money to buy the best manager in the world, you get him to the team, and hey, that's altogether created what we're seeing right now.
But the thing about Guardiola, is not going out there spending 100 millions on 5-6 players. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get like a big name, but the rest of them, they're just reasonably priced.
That's right.
Priced.
But he did that at first, though. Obviously,
he did that at first. They went and got a lot of.
They're spending less now because their team is already good. But initially, when he came, he spent a lot, like the first 2 seasons. But obviously now he doesn't have to like splash the cash as much because the team is already winning, But like I remember, he bought like 4 fullbacks that first season. Like they were all like 50 mil each, nearly. Like he spent quite a lot, like his first 2 seasons. And
no, what I'm saying is it's not blowing hundreds of millions.
No, yeah, he's not.
On just one player, for example.
Yeah.
So I was just talking about the point that Fred was making, like saying that, if you have money, you're gonna go and get the best players. Yes, the players that he gets are great players, of course. But like, I'm just saying, like when he got Mahrez, for example, he was a good player, but he wasn't like a world beater. He made him,
of course.
And there's a lot of examples like that. Yeah, there's a lot of examples like that. So that's what I'm saying as well. That's what I'm mean. He has, set a precedent that, like you guys said, it's probably not going to be matched anytime soon. And it's just a testament of his greatness to the fact that he can go and get these types of players and just make them better than they actually are. Like, listen, when David Silva came and left, he went to get Eduardo Silva. Is it Eduardo Silva? Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva replaced David Silva like it was David Silva was never there. People forget that David Silva, how much of a boss that David Silva was for City.
Yeah.
It's like he never left with Bernardo Silva. Yeah.
And he's already got one lined up to replace Bernardo Silva now, which is Foden.
Right. Yeah, he's got Foden. I think he's going. I heard that they're trying to get Paqueta as well from West Ham.
Right.
I mean, just the guy who's just got the eye for it, and you just got to give him his praise, man. What makes Ferguson great too is that I think I've spoken about that earlier as well. Well, in a previous episode, is that Ferguson was able to adapt to different eras, which makes him a great too. But so when you have 2 greats, you have to find the differential.
That's right.
Today, for me, Guardiola surpassed him.
Yeah. For me, my always Guardiola is like there's nothing to say about him in terms of like his greatness. But my little asterisk with him is like he's always had great teams, and you have to coach. I'm not saying he didn't have to like take them to a different level, because he did take all of them to a different level. And even Bayern, like obviously they will say he didn't win the Champions League, but there was a lot of dubious semi-final goals by Ronaldo that, if y'all remember, for a couple of years, Real Madrid were getting them random goals from nowhere, like offside. But anyways, we won't go into that. But he got very close, and obviously Champions League is always tough every year. But my thing with Guardiola is he goes to Barca and they have like some of the best players in the world. He goes to Bayern, they have some of the best players. He goes to City.
The myth about Barcelona, people think that he came to Barcelona with already those players there. No.
Most of the players that were starring
Fantastic Four, they were there under Rijkaard. Fantastic Four, that was under Rijkaard.
Check. I mean, he had Ronaldinho that was on his way out. He had Echo that was on his way out. Iniesta wasn't really in the team. Xavi was in the team, but he recreated that team.
He did. But they were
the guys were there. Messi
they were there. They were there. Messi. They were already Eto. His first season after Eto left.
It wasn't like the guy is today. I think Messi was like 17 or something.
He broke him in.
He was. I think it was close. I think it was maybe 20, but he wasn't like Messi, but it was like he was still good. Like he wasn't like a bad player, you know. Like it was like Iniesta and then he probably wasn't starting. It wasn't that they weren't the Iniesta and the Xavi that we saw under Guardiola, of course. No arguing there. But they were good players and they had a good team, a team that had won not the year before he came, because I think they had a bad year. That's why he came in. But the year before that, they had won stuff. That same team, you know. And same with Bayern. Same with City when he came. Again, it wasn't like an amazing team when he came, but it was a team that was champions. Yeah, like they were recently champions, you know. So I think that's a little thing. Like he's never really built a team from like they were nowhere and then he made them like a Ferguson did. So I would say that's like you said, when there's greatness versus greatness, you have to find like a little difference. That's my little difference for me. But like in terms of like impact on the world of football, Guardiola there's nobody that comes close to Guardiola.
Yeah, especially in the modern football right now. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a debate. I mean, we can put it to the listeners on that. What do you guys think? Do you think that Guardiola after this win is the best ever, or who do you think is the best ever manager right now? So just leave us a comment and let us know what you think, guys. All right. So yeah, let's go back to the to our main discussion, which is City winning the league. So if you wanna pull out the table real quick, so we can go down the table and kind of talk about the positions and the the places for Europe and everything, and obviously, So I mean, games today, just nothing really exciting. There was only I think whoever's supposed to win won.
Yeah.
Apart from Aston Villa, just got smashed, but they're already on holiday. They're already on the beach right now. They're already on the beach.
Yeah, they were done for the season.
So City will finish first and champion, Arsenal second, and we have Liverpool third. So what do you think about Liverpool? What do you think is going to happen to them? We saw a big send off for Klopp today.
Right.
And what is the future looking like for Liverpool according to you guys?
Man, I think he hangs in the balance, because who's to know what's his name, the new guy? I forgot his name. Slot. Yeah. So who's to say what he's gonna do? He's like a Ten Hag for Man United last year. You know, somebody that has a record that on paper looks good. Now, how is he going to blend as he comes in? What is he going to do with the players that are there? Is he going to get new players? So many questions that makes you believe that they're going to go through a rough patch a little bit, at least adaptation period. Given as well that this summer is a busy summer. There's Euros, there's all these tournaments. So players not going to be fully available during the summer. You have to add holidays and all of that. So how much time is he going to have with the team? How easily is he going to blend with the team? You know, I heard a few debates about that, and I agree that the one thing he can do is trying to come and be like Klopp and just trying to carry things on, because that's what at Manu, that's what we've had. All right, we've had people that came in and they were kind of influenced a little bit by the Fergie, especially the first few guys, Moyes. After that, it was Van Gaal. You know, they didn't really come and put the stamp on the team. That's why up until today, we're still a little bit clueless of what our style is. But still sticking to Liverpool, I think it's gonna be a learning curve for them. So many things can happen, but I think they can do maybe a run in the top 4, top 5. But I don't think they'll be challenging like they did this year.
Yeah, totally agree with that. I think it's gonna be. I mean, they could come out and be amazing. We don't know, but I think it's gonna take some time. And it's gonna be very hard to replace Klopp obviously. And like we said about the level of the league, even if you do replace Klopp, Klopp was only able to win once. So and he was probably one of the greatest managers on the planet. So like how much, like that's a lot of work. It's not just replacing Klopp, it's even trying to do better than Klopp. So yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that guy. I think I saw Feyenoord. Were they in the Champions League or Europa? I think they were in the Europa League this season. And I've probably seen like highlights of them play against somebody, but I've never seen them play like a game. So I don't know what his style is. From what I've heard, he's very, very, very aggressive, offensive, pressing all the time, like high intensity. That's what I've heard. Like very, very aggressive with it. Without working the Prem,
another Postecoglou, I guess. Then
yeah,
highlight merchant.
Exactly. Yeah, another Postecoglou. Without working the Prem, people can find you out. The Prem is tough. People find you out quickly. They find you out quickly. You can come, even you can smash it up first 6, 8, 9 months. We saw with Postecoglou. And then people figure you out. They know what to do. And you have to be able to adapt and change. Even Unai Emery this season, after a few months, people were starting to figure out the high line, and they adapted, figured out how they can change, maybe drop deeper sometimes, especially when they played the bigger teams. So you have to be able to do that. Will he be able to do that? There's a lot of questions. And Salah, is he going to stay? Like there was very big interest from Saudi last year, if you guys remember.
Yep.
Van Dijk, is he going to stay? How are you going to replace them? How much money are you going to have to replace them? A lot of questions, but he takes over a good team, and we'll see. I don't think they challenge. For me, next year is Man City, Arsenal, and maybe Chelsea. I don't think anybody else.
I'll put Manu in that list, man. I'll put Manu in there.
Nah, I don't think we challenge, bro.
I'm confident. Look, just watch. We're gonna be here next year at this time, and we're gonna be like, what?
I hope. I really hope.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let's watch and see.
We'll see. It will be a big summer, like you said, a lot of tournaments. So that makes it hard to get players. That makes it hard to like have a proper preseason. Yeah. And it's always very difficult when there's all these tournaments. So, and there's managers moving left, right, and center.
Oh yeah. The Zerbi's out, like, man.
Huh?
The Zerbi's out.
Yeah, the Zerbi is out after saying that he was gonna stay, which is weird. I don't know what happened with that. He must have had some beef with somebody, but.
Yeah, I think he wanted more control than the club was ready to give him. Basically, I think that's the fundamental reason for it. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I think that's what it is.
It seems to be a mutual agreement because he had a release clause, right?
Release clause.
That's why some people couldn't get him because people wanted him. Like even in January, they were trying to even snatch him off. But I think because of the release clause, he probably, from what I'm hearing, he's probably had an agreement with the club and let's part ways. Maybe around what you're saying, Jan, that maybe he wanted more control. They didn't want to give him more, and they were like, okay, we have no choice. But he's I mean, he's right on the market like crazy. The market is super hard for coaches, so he has nothing to lose. His stock is still pretty high. Despite not a great season from Brighton at all. So hey, it's to his benefit.
I mean, he finished 11th from Brighton.
They did all right.
It's a decent season. Where did you want them to finish? I mean Brighton is a small club, so
I think we were all also.
They started off well. They did fade towards the end, but I mean, that's probably.
I feel like, don't you think compared to last year that this season wasn't better?
Yeah,
I understand that. But like it's Brighton, to be honest. Like they're not gonna be like top 7, top 8 every year. You know,
especially if they sell the way they did.
Exactly. But it's a club that is just one of the clubs that is very, very well run. One of the Premier League clubs that is very well run. So
yeah,
and they basically they have their philosophy, and they're sticking to it. And I think De Zerbi wasn't too happy in the end about the directions or what the owner was telling him, so
yeah.
he decided to leave too. I think that's what it was. But I mean, we'll just need to research on that. Let us know if you if anybody knows anything more about that. You can always tell us what happened on that. But yeah, just to go back quickly on Liverpool, yeah, I'll just echo what you guys said. But the guy just comes in, and I think Freddie, what you were saying about the new guy coming in is that it's everything that was said about not Klopp when he came in. You know, new league, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be able to do this? Is it gonna be able to do that? I mean, those are the fears that every time you get a new coach, those are the fears that are always gonna come back. But the thing about them is that they already have the foundation. They already got the foundation at the club already. So he will, in his first year, he will not have to do that much, and he will need that first year to kind of like imprint himself onto the team and onto the league as well. So yeah, jury's still out. We don't know what he's capable of, what he's gonna do, what type of player he's gonna try and buy, what kind of control is he gonna have on the team. And who is gonna stay for him? Who's gonna leave? How is he gonna manage all that? It's a big club, and it's a relatively unknown guy. I mean, I don't really know much about him, so he has a lot of work in his hand. But it's Liverpool; it's a big club, so we'll see. I mean, I think I'm like you. I think they're probably gonna challenge for top 4, but not much more than that.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Aston Villa, who after however many years, I think I heard that earlier, but I can't remember now, are back in the Champions League. Man, like
since 1983 or something.
1983.
Since the season after they last won it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's a long time ago. Do the math.
That's a long time.
All right. Well, they're back in Europe with man like Unai. Fantastic season for Aston Villa, to be honest, even though they got absolutely, destroyed today. But I mean, they won't care about that. They won't care about that. They already secured what they were out to get, and yeah, that's it. I mean, if I'm a Villa fan, I'm happy with that. What do you think about Villa's season?
Man, definitely an odd one out. Did not expect them to be up this high. I mean, pretty much nobody did. The surprise team of the season, and there's always one like that. But I'm so pissed off at them for being here, even though they're not taking our spot. But man, like, what's the hope now for this league? Like, where are they gonna be next season? That's my biggest question. Like, is that a lucky run, or are they gonna do it again? Are we looking at top 8 teams just fighting it out every season? That's crazy. I mean, like, for teams like, let's say, us that are rebuilding, Liverpool soon will be doing the same. Chelsea has been rebuilding. Like, man, the chances are just getting slimmer and slimmer, especially that City is still here. I remember, I think that was today, Guardiola gave a slight hint of leaving in 2025 after the 2025.
Yeah, that's been going around. That's been going around.
Just
I don't even know. And you know what? I don't think he's gonna go. This guy looks he still looks hungry. Like, you can tell, like, he's still want it. Like, bro, when is he gonna be there?
Sorry to cut you off, but Ferdinand was he put I don't know, he said something on TV, but I saw a post about it on Instagram, and he was saying that he actually talks to Guardiola a lot, like regularly, on the phone and stuff, and he says like every time they like win, like Guardiola would like text him like obviously like making fun, and he'll be like, I'm coming from Ferguson's records, I'm coming for all you guys' records. So it seems like he wants to like, that's on his mind, like he wants to like destroy all the Man U records and like
of course
Premier League cities.
That's the only way you do 4 in a row. You gotta be hungry like crazy.
And he's done it.
He's done it on top of it. So like at this point, he's like, you know what? Why don't I piss people off and just keep doing it, right? we don't know what's in his mind, but yeah, back on Villa, I think I don't know. I really don't know. This is the team I didn't expect. So I don't know how they're gonna be next season. I really hope they're not here just giving troubles to specifically Man U.
Unai's record in the Champions League is pretty poor actually. So
he's a Europa League guy.
Well, they will definitely have to get some good recruitment and because I think the squad is a little bit thin right now. So especially if you're going to be fighting on all these fronts, and that's probably going to be the end of them. To be honest, I don't think next season you will see them getting this high in the table because they will have to maneuver all these games, all these games and all these competitions. So but I mean, it's gonna be fun for them while they're there, and well, good luck to them. To be honest, they have good players. I like some of the players. Leon Bailey is my guy.
Yeah,
as well as Diaby.
Even Watkins is decent.
Watkins all right. I mean, it's getting a bit overhyped, to be honest, because
I think so.
I mean, he did score a lot this year, so you can't really talk much about it. And we'll see where they're at to next year. All right, Spurs. I want to talk about Spurs because the debate that I've heard about them is that it's been a great season for them, and Pochettino's done this fantastic job. And I slightly disagree.
You disagree? Well, not great. I would say good, not great. Why would it be great?
I mean, not Pochettino. Postecoglou himself, they asked him the question, "Are you happy with fifth?" And he was like, "No." Yeah. And I'm here to be first. I'm not here to be fifth, which I respect.
Exactly.
I think the narrative in the press is like, "Oh, Spurs have had a decent season from where they were last year and all that." Yeah, but I mean, but from how they started to now, I think they should be disappointed, to be honest, because the way they just faded throughout the season, especially the second half of the season. And there has to be some questions asked about them, and that's not me being an Arsenal fan bashing them. That's just me, being realistic about them. And I mean, I wouldn't be happy with.
They had 27 points after the first 10 games.
Yeah, wow. They were flying. They were absolutely flying. So I think that's going to be their main objective, is to find out why there was been that drop off. Well, they will point to certain injuries and AFCON and Asian Cup as well with Son and some of the Africans going too. I mean, it's a legitimate excuse, but I mean, at the end of the day, you have a squad and
you have no Europe.
You had no Europe. That's literally what I was going to say. You had no Europe. So is it really a good excuse?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's just what I heard, and I just want to put it to you guys and see how what do you think about Spurs this season?
I think they did all right. Obviously, they flew out of the blocks. I mean, everybody knew he wasn't going to last too long. I don't think anybody expected them to drop this far. I thought they were going to make top 4 at least. But yeah, I think he just got found out. He just got found out, and he wouldn't adapt, and that's what it was. Because even when they had all these injuries, he was still trying to play the same way. He was still trying. That's the thing we've been shouting and screaming at Ten Hag for doing all season, and he was still trying to play his same style with Emerson and whatever.
Hobier
and Ben Davis playing center back.
They're not Udoji or Poro. They're just different.
Exactly.
Players.
They can't
Hobier is not Bissouma. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. They can't do that stuff. So, and then he started like crying about players and whatnot and being all angry every press conference. So.
You see how he was happy at first. First off,
he was so happy. So
happy. Your all life is great. Every week they're like, "Oh, good old Postecoglou. What a breath of fresh air!
What a breath of fresh air!"
Second half of the season, the guy never smiled, man. It was just.
He was stressed. The stress of the league, man. He got
it's
to
tough,
it, man.
man.
Yeah, but yeah, I think next season they're gonna do the exact same. I think they're gonna get some half decent players and they're gonna do all right. Might have like a good spell, but I don't see the progression for this team. I don't see the progression for this. I don't see them ever getting to like. I don't see them ever winning the league. They might get like a cup here and there, but even that is hard to come by for them. So yeah, I don't think they even want to get to the top. Like,
right.
I think he's more focused on making money. I don't think he even cares that much about winning the league or anything. So yeah. So I think they're just gonna be around 4th or 5th. That's it. That's the ceiling for them. I think.
For a long time, because man, there's nothing changing. I mean, Postecoglou came, and I think the only real props now that the season is past, the only real props you can give him is that you came with a new style of play that's attractive, that's entertaining.
Football was good.
Football was good.
Right, football was good. That we can give it to him. But in terms of result, I mean, he hasn't done anything Poch has not done. You know, they even challenged.
Mourinho didn't do that. Conte didn't do.
He didn't do anything new. He didn't accomplish really anything. Especially, he didn't get top 4 on top of it. So I think Ange is a victim of the club. I think he has more ambitions than the club, because Tottenham, they don't look like they have any ambition. They don't look like they're going for anything. Like, that's the thing with them. That's been
Daniel Levy is just worried about making money.
That's it. Yeah, it's a yo-yo club. You guys just want to be hoovering in the league, making money. Let's not go too low. Let's not go too high. Let's just stay right here. Just take space. That's it, man. Annoying.
Yeah. And on Spurs, quickly, just a little segue is that Bayern Munich finished 3rd, and that means that Harry Kane will not even play the German Super Cup, so we'll have 0 trophy.
Oh my goodness.
Leave the men alone, man. You guys are so.
He just needs to retire at this point.
He needs to give up, man. He needs to
give up.
Take your golden shoes and just go and just retire, because you will not win anything in your life.
That's it.
Oh, you should have get to Man U, man.
But I mean, we would have got there if you were kind of like around there. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, how sad is that? How sad. I mean, how old is he now? He's got maybe like 2-3 years to try.
Maybe. I think he's 30 now.
30. Okay, so he's not that old.
Yeah, 30, 31. I mean,
he has to stay fit. That's the thing. Is he gonna stay fit? Thing. Yeah.
Gonna stay playing.
Yeah.
Because how crazy would that be if he's benched for like the whole season and then they win something? Like, will that count?
But I mean, I think I've heard something like there's talk of him coming back to Spurs like once in.
No way.
Yeah, once he's done with Bayern,
Yeah, once his contract is over at Bayern.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think he's still got two more years over there, right? So
yeah.
I think he signed a 3-year contract, if I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Well, anyway, going down the table, Chelsea next. In the end, not a bad season. I mean, they were lingering in the depth for the table to finish sixth. Pretty impressive. And it looks like Pochettino is starting to figure it out.
Yeah, he looks like he's starting to figure it out. And I'm scared of them next season. I'm scared of them next season because they just need a striker now. They just need a striker. And even Jackson is starting to do all right, to be fair. We laughed at him all season, but he's looking kind of dangerous lately. But I feel like they just need a striker now. Like, I mean...
And defenders also, I feel like, as well, because...
maybe one or two.
Thiago is leaving. I think Badiashile is one of the worst.
He's a mess.
No, he's a weak man. He's a weak link.
Yeah, Disasi is all right, but they do have Colwill. He was injured most of the season.
Yeah, but I mean, Colwill is like, I think there's someone that's just trying to hype up from the academy. I don't know. I haven't seen, even when he played, I didn't see like this amazing guy, breaking through and being this.
I mean, he's English. They're always gonna rave him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so we really need to take a good look at him before we can decide what he is. I mean, when he played this year, yes, he was decent, but I mean, from where they were hyped, from the way they were hyping up, I didn't see any of that. Yeah, I didn't see any of that at all.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be that. Obviously, if they bring in a good striker, maybe one or two center backs. Go on.
I was just gonna say, before we even carry on talking about them, where would they be without Palmer? That's the thing, though, because if Palmer didn't have the run he had, they would still be 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah.
But that was over him.
That's true, but they bought him, so you can only say well done for buying him.
He's gonna be part of the team next season, so they make it work.
And next season, if they have,
Nkunku didn't play.
That's what I was gonna say. Nkunku is a fantastic player. If they can keep him fit, that's gonna help a lot as well. And I mean, they can do something. It just depends on what recruitment they'll get. I mean, the midfield seems like they're starting to gel now a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially
it seems like since Enzo is left.
That's the debate.
Yeah.
That's when it's started.
Yeah.
I mean that midfield of Caicedo, Gallagher, and Palmer is working fine.
Yeah.
And you have that Lavia who hasn't played all season. He's gonna be back. I know he's really young, but he was great at it. Was it Southampton he was last year? He was scary for his age, and he's gonna be back. And on top of that, of course, they're gonna get some new players, and Chelsea always get new players.
I just hate to admit it, man. I just hate to admit it.
Yeah,
they're doing dodgy stuff too, though, because obviously financial fair play and all that. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but I think they were like short a few millions, and apparently to basically make that up, they sold that, I think it's like Team Hotel or something, to the company owned by Ted Bowley for like 70 mil. So like the Prem is like investigating them for that.
Ted Bowley is a crook, man. This guy can find loopholes in a distant galaxy, man. The guy is crazy, man. You're just finding loopholes left, right, and center. He looks at the rules and he's like, yeah, let's find a loophole on that. He's not looking at it and thinking, oh, let's be legit and go.
Yeah.
He looks at the thing and he's like, let's find loopholes. All the lawyers on there, you guys.
Yeah, all the lawyers.
find a loophole on this, man, so we can exploit it. That's how it is, man.
That's so
yeah.
Different guy.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, when I heard that, I was like, wow. So that's what we're doing now. You can just sell stuff to yourself.
Yeah, I'll just sell my own assets to me. So
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, Chelsea's always been a shady club, so
yes,
we'll see. I want Bruce. If you're listening to us, just
we need to get him on here, man.
Yeah, leave us a comment, man. Let's see what you're saying about your club, your crooked club. All right, moving on. Newcastle finishing 7th. Is it a good season or a disappointing season for Newcastle? I cannot decide.
They were not good, man. They were not
disappointing.
Good. They can also give the injuries excuse.
Yeah, and the amount of games too.
You have to know that. You have to know, like, people go into Champions League and just get like 3 or 4 players. Like, it's not. You cannot do.
No,
that.
but I mean, I think because it's. I think they were the reason why they only got this amount of players is because they couldn't get more. Maybe they couldn't spend all that money because that money, financial fair play. You know what I mean? Because Newcastle is not a club that generates that much money. Well, you know, so, and obviously the owners cannot just pump money into the club from their own pocket.
Exactly right.
So I think that they are shackles on there, so they're just trying to do the right thing. They're not trying to look for loopholes like Mr.
Yeah, they're actually trying to do the right thing.
They're trying to do the right thing, do things, you know, on the letter. And so you have to give him props for that. It was never going to be like last year. I mean, last year was.
He was never.
Last year they punched above the weight. To be honest, last year. And for the players they had and everything, I think they punched above the weight. This year, it's disappointing that it's this low. They could have got a little bit higher. I think Europa League would have been good for them.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
But I still can't decide if it's a good season for them or not.
I think it has to be a disappointing season. Obviously, like they had a lot of injuries, so I'm not gonna discount that. And then being the Champions League for the first time in a long time, you don't know how to navigate that. So they definitely have those mitigating circumstances. But like you said, I think probably if you're looking at the start of the season, as a Newcastle fan, you're probably saying minimum Europa League. Like, if we get Champions League again, great, amazing. But we have to at least like finish 5th, 6th, and be challenging for Champions League. And to not do that, I think it has to be a disappointing season. But I don't think it's like, oh, let's scrap it and start again. No, I think they just need a few additions, obviously, in the summer, and then go again. I don't know if they're going to be maybe in the Conference League or not. But yeah, they probably go again, and they're going to be better next year for sure. They're going to be better.
I feel like I do think so as well. The team is a little better. They play the way they play now. As you said, last year they were more so parking the bus, and now they're playing a little bit open football. The injuries killed them, man. I know for like a good month they couldn't even win games, you know. So that's a real factor. They're really gonna have to find a way though to build a squad. Obviously, this year they might have less, as we're talking about, less games to play, but they still need to build for the future because you can clearly see in the squad after the first team, who else is really there. And I feel like last year they sold a lot of interesting players. They had like Saint-Maximin. They sold.
I was surprised about that too. Yeah,
I was really surprised about that. They sold a few guys. I don't have all the names. I don't know if Pat Ritchie is still there, but a few people like that.
I think
it's not like they really replaced them directly, or just they just had a smaller squad. You know, Almiron didn't put the numbers that he did last season compared to this season. He was injured, so yeah, they can bury that. We can't really I mean, from that point of view, I wouldn't say it's a disappointing season. Blah blah. I would say we didn't do better than last year. Let's come again. Let's try. But it was definitely not better than what they did last year.
I think the challenge for them would be to keep their good players, right? I mean, because are they going to be able to keep Isaac or Gimerich? I mean, those they are players that probably are looking to maybe move to bigger clubs, and so they're going to have to work very hard to sell them the project at Newcastle as well. Otherwise, they're going to go. It's going to be even harder for them to go back to where the heights that they were last year.
Right.
Yeah.
I also think they need to bolster that midfield, because I mean, Longstaff. I mean,
it's down his part, man.
It's a trier.
Oh man,
it's a trier, but it's not great. I know Joe Linton was injured for a long time as well. He's a decent player. But even him is not really the solution in midfield, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not
He just brings the grind.
It's just that for the physical, for the physical aspect of it, which is good to have. But I think they need more creativity, and obviously, if they're able to keep Isaac and keep him fit, that's already a plus there. Probably need another replacement, because I think Wilson is probably not gonna last very long. At his age, to have so many injuries, you don't come back from that. So it's still gonna be that player who gets injured for longer than he's on the field. So he probably needs a replacement. At the back, they have good players. I mean, Dortmund was looking like one of the best players in the season until he got injured, and then he came back and nothing. And Trippier is getting older. I think he's like 32, 33 now. So
he's struggling now a bit.
I know. Yeah, and it's been struggling big time this season. Big time. I mean, good luck to them. It's a club that I like. I like their football. I like to watch them and follow them until they become like a City and start dominating the league with the money. But until then, I like them. Let's move on to the. I'm sure you've been waiting to get there. Wow, it's been a long time, man.
It's been too long getting to us. Like what?
We got there in the end, man. Jesus, right?
Wow.
It's time to close the show, man. What the?
Hey, we beat West Ham by 8 points. What an achievement.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap.
Mind the gap, bro. Mind the gap.
Man, so much to say.
Let's talk United, man. Let's talk about United's season. What do you guys want to see for next season? I'm sure you are very happy with the season that you saw this year. But what do you think? Where do you think you need to improve? And talk to me about your club, man.
Man,
go. You want to start?
You go ahead.
No, I mean, there's not much to say. It was terrible. It was just bad. It was bad.
Is it your lowest position in the Premier League ever?
Lowest position, I think.
And you almost had your lowest points ever if you didn't win today.
Oh really? Yo.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah. If you didn't draw, well, if you didn't draw or win, you would have had your lowest points in the Premier League history. Yeah.
I think we set a lot of bad records this year. I think like most shots as well. Against
negative goal
probably most goals conceded, probably lowest goal scored as well, because goal difference is -1. I mean that is absolutely atrocious. I mean, similar to Newcastle, injuries killed us, and then I think stubbornness on the manager's part, and then I mean it's terrible season. There's not much to say. Well below expectations in the end. So we all we can do is hope that we get a good summer. Again, I don't think we have much money, so we're gonna have to be smart with our decisions and what we do. So I'm glad that the ownership, and this is where I give them a lot of props. They're going out and they're getting people that know what they're doing. They're getting people that know what they're doing. They're getting people that are gonna come. It's not gonna just be the Ten Hag show where, oh, I want this guy, I want that guy, so we try to make it happen. No, it's gonna be okay. Wow, but can he actually like help the club long term? Is he actually gonna serve the direction we want to take? So, yeah, I think if we are smart, and if we're smart, we can actually have a good summer and make some good signings. There's a few. The guys that we've been linked with lately have been decent for me. Like not just like good players, but like good signings in terms of the value. So
who are you linked with?
Olise Todibo. I think what's his name?
Yeah,
that guy from Lille, the striker, the Canadian guy. Is it Davis something? Jonathan David? Jonathan David, right?
Yeah, Jonathan David. Yeah.
Jonathan David, yeah. Jonathan David.
Jonathan David, yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan David, right? Yeah. So, yeah, they're guys that they're not blockbusters, but I think they make your team better. They make your team better, and they plug gaps with the style of play that he wants to play. You need fast defenders. You can do it with Maguire. You can do it with Evans. So I don't know why he tried to do it with them, but you can do it with those guys. You need fast defenders. You need skillful wingers to take people on and stuff. Anthony, not even close to cutting it. Like, so you need a right winger.
He needs to go alone or something, man. He needs to go. Like you
can't send him on loan how much was he? And then you're gonna send him on loan? That's
but I think that's the only because he signed. He signed a long contract. That might be the only option because he signed a long contract. Who's gonna want to actually buy him outright?
Exactly.
How many years has he got?
I think they usually give four
5.
plus 1. Yeah. So it's like pretty much 5-year deal.
The problem is if he stays, his value is only going to keep going down because I don't see any improvement from him. And if you keep showing what you're showing, like you're just rallying people against you even more. So I know the loan is probably not the most realistic option, but man, they're going to have to do something with this guy because he cannot be on the field. He cannot be on the field.
That's the thing. This season, I think we're in a better position to sell guys than last year.
Yes.
And that's what killed us last year because we really could not sell guys. But this season, we tried, but we just couldn't sell guys because they have time on their contracts. So they're like, I'm just going to stay. I make good money here, Right. But now, as season has passed, a lot of them are going into their last year.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be thinking, okay, do I just want to hang here and rot for my last year knowing that I'm not going to play? Or do I want to go somewhere where I'm going to play? So they're going to have this decision to make, which may make them want to leave more, which is good because we need to clear out a lot. I'm glad that we got rid of Varane. Not got rid, that we're letting him go because obviously he's a great player, but we
couldn't give him a new contract. Man.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Just too many injuries. And he's on a lot of money, so that clears out a lot.
Yeah.
Martial again leaving, that clears out a lot of wage budget. So they have to have a clean summer, good summer. If we don't have a good summer, this is gonna happen again next season.
Exactly.
But for me, we keep Ten Hag. We put a good structure behind him, and then we see what he does next season. But keep a good manager shortlist because if it starts going,
I don't think he's not gonna have the full year next year. Like if by January things are not clicking, they're gonna get rid of him. They're not gonna waste no time. And that's
because it's gonna get toxic with the fans.
It's gonna get so toxic. It's gonna get unlivable. So if there are managers on the market at that time, he's gonna have to really be worried, like a lot. But yeah,
so what would be a realistic position for you next year? I mean, I know Freddie said top 4, which is I don't know.
I mean top 4, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
top
realistic.
4. Yeah, I mean, we did it. We did it last year.
Yeah,
we did it last year. Could we say we had a better squad then? No, I think our players were just performing better. We just had a lot of injuries this year, so some of the players that were playing good last year, like Luke Shaw and obviously Casemiro got injured. Like most of our players got injured anyway, so that definitely trampled the season. But as Thierry said, I think the harm was made in preseason last year because terrible signings. You letting Casemiro go on holiday. Never do that again.
Keep him on the training ground, man.
Keep him training. Like, please. Don't let him have some kebabs out there. Because he came back, he needed some mums.
It looks like a boss man, man.
The thing is, he actually played well today, so it took him 10 months to run off the kebab way.
It's finally fit. It's finally
fit,
man. Finally. After 10 months, those kebabs. Man, so they're gonna have to be really careful how they handle preseason. The good positive that we have really with this team, as we could see, was we have the youth. We have some youth here that Ten Hag has been good into bringing into the team.
Yeah.
So maybe, hopefully, we won't have to spend too much. We just need to spend in the key areas, as Thierry said, a defender or two, a midfielder, and a striker, preferably an experienced striker. I think with those three.
I think you have a lot to do, man. I think there's a lot for you to do, and I don't think you will have. I don't think one window will be enough for you guys to do it.
I don't think
not to be perfect, but to compete for top 4. I think we can do it in one window because again, last season, it's not like we were the best. We just had a great defense. It was hard to score against us, and we could bury games with Bruno, with Rashford, and all of that. It's not like we played that great, but I feel like this year, some of the spark here and there of the play that we've been able to see, even though it's been stubborn, there is something there that is built into them. So hopefully, when they all come back, it's gonna come to fruition. So
I think you got to. Well, first of all, start from the back. I think you're gonna have to spend a few bucks on defenders, maybe at least 2.
At least 2, yeah.
Because, well, obviously Varane is leaving. You got Lindelof. I don't know.
He's gotta go.
John O'Shea. Who else you got back there?
Evans.
Evans.
Is that John O'Shea?
All the
same guy. So you're probably gonna need at least 2 defenders, right? And then in the midfield too.
We need a 6.
Yeah, in the midfield, what you got? Maino and you got Fernandez, and beyond that, who do you have?
I mean,
Amrabat is not even sure to stay.
We need. We're probably gonna keep McT, Fernandez, Mainu.
I mean, McTominay is not someone that you wanna.
He's a squad guy. He's a squad guy.
You want to see starting every. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna start.
So probably, to me, right now, I'll see Maino and I see.
We have Mount as well. I think
we have Mason Mount.
Yeah, Mount is not a great player, man.
I think. But anyways,
Mount is not a great player. But I mean, yeah. I mean, if you gotta count on this kind of guys, you're gonna struggle, to be honest, for the whole season. And then moving forward, yeah, I agree with you again. You need an experienced number 9, and then you need wingers. You need
just one.
You don't know what Rashford is gonna be next year. Garnacho, I mean, if you want to count on him, fair enough. I mean, he's had a decent season. He's probably one of the brightest spark of the season. But yeah, I think on the other side, Ahmad, is he going to be able to cut it? Even if you want what's his name, Anthony to go, you're left with Ahmad. So you probably need another guy there. So that's a lot of players that you need to get, unless you go and dig something from your academy, and the main thing that the main problem that you guys will have is, Ten Hag. It's Ten Hag. Is he gonna get the right recruitment one, and is he gonna be able to gel, to have all these players gel? Is he gonna be able to get Marcus Rashford's confidence back? And is he gonna move away from these people that not performing? I mean, Casemiro should never have played the amount of games that he played this season.
Yeah, never.
He should never have done. Anthony should never have played the amount of games he played this season. You know what I mean? So is he gonna be able to be less stubborn, just eat some humble pie, and try and figure this out? And I think that's gonna be a big problem for you guys. But
one thing I just wanted to add is that, with Ten Hag, I think I would say he did more than we were expecting. He did more mistakes, all right. But I think mistakes is just part of being a manager. He made quite a few, some terrible ones at times. But I think all in all, you can see where he's taking the club. You can see, yeah. So
can you see where he's taking the club? I can see where he's taking the club.
I mean, just forget about the games for a minute. Like you will see that with the club itself, he's really serious. He's a serious guy. He likes to fine tune things that he can. The thing is, his hands are tied, especially this season and last season. His hands, just in the fact that he was doing so much. As Thierry said, when the structure comes in, then I think that's when we're going to see the best of him as a manager.
Yeah, I think with a good structure behind him, he's a good manager, and I think we get a tune out of good players. So I think we won't need to be splashing the cash. I think that team is not as bad as they've looked this season. Obviously, we're nowhere near City or probably Arsenal at this point in time, but I feel like.
Do you think you're as good as Spurs right now, or Chelsea?
I think our team, if we're a fit team, we're better than we're the fourth best team in England. With a fit team, with a fit team, we're the fourth, maybe even third. I would say we might be on par with Liverpool.
Wow.
I would say so.
I don't know about that.
I think that team.
Chelsea has a better squad than us.
That is ridiculous.
I don't see how Chelsea has a better squad than us. How?
Player for player.
Player for player. Apart from Cole Palmer, who else? Jackson started playing okay recently, but the whole season we were saying these guys are trash. Individually. I don't see it. Who Gallagher? Gallagher is another McTominay.
Gallagher is something I would have.
No. Gallagher's better than Mount. Gallagher's been better than Mount.
I would take him over Mount.
It's better. Mount's been injured all season. When Mount was there, Gallagher wasn't playing. They shipped him off for loan.
He's a better player than him.
How is it? When Mount was at Chelsea, Gallagher was shipped off on loan.
Yeah, but because Mount was a few years older than him, or he just had a little bit.
Does that matter if he's a better player?
Of the head start, but when he left, Mount is there. I think Gallagher is a better player than Mount.
I would take Gallagher over Mount, over McTominay.
Wow. Gallagher is a bog standard player. He's just
and he's better than Mount because Mount is not much better.
Mount was literally Chelsea's main goal scorer and assist when he was there.
He had a good season. He had a good season,
yeah, but I don't think it's that great.
Okay.
I don't think it's that great, to be honest.
There's some players, There's some players,
better. I don't see.
For me at least, I look at the team. They're young. They have bright futures ahead of them. That's what we don't have. For me, that's what we don't have. Obviously, we have the youth that's there, but those that have been here for such a long time, if we plan on keeping them, then I don't think we have a better squad because these guys have already proven that they're not that great. The one Bissaka's, McTominay is part of that. We're talking about who else is there? Even Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was getting injured. Defenders, we can't even really talk that much because besides Martinez, we don't have anybody now. We really don't have anybody in the center. Yeah, see, we tried to ship this guy off.
Are you comparing the team now? Or are you comparing the guys that are like with the guys that are leaving and stuff? Like, because are you like if there's the team now, Martinez and Varane are better than what Chelsea have.
They are. They are. That's true. Maybe I was a little too. I was wrong about that. But my point is just that I feel like a team, we gotta get rid of a lot. We just gotta get rid of a lot. And unless we do that, I don't see us just dominating for the years to come because those players specifically, again, they've proven that they're not gonna win much. Even Bruno, I'll put Bruno into that. Okay, he's been here for so long. Yeah, he's been here for so long, but with his presence and the style that he brings, yes, he's a good player that you want to keep. I'm not saying sell Bruno right now. I'm just saying like there's got to be something. There's got to be players that's going to come in and change a little bit of our vibe, our energy on the field. You know, I feel like the other teams, they have more energy. That's one thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like we're definitely more, like you said, because of the older legs that we have, a more low intensity team. But anyways, for me, a lot of these guys are probably gonna. I mean, Eriksen is probably gonna go.
Precisely, yeah.
Casemiro may or may not go, but I think he's likely to leave. I don't know if we're gonna keep Amrabat. For me, I'll keep Amrabat for squad.
For squad, yeah.
I think he's like buy-on fee or whatever. It was only like 8 million, so might as well have him in the squad. But apart from that, I mean, okay, Wan-Bissaka is not that great, but I think he's a decent squad player. Dalot, I think he's one of the best fullbacks in the league for me. Luke Shaw, when he's fit, is one of the best fullbacks in the league for me. Malaysia is Malaysia. I don't even know if he still plays football right now. So, midfield needs fixing. Center back needs fixing. Probably need a right winger, and then need a decent forward. I think the young players, we hope obviously will be better next season. We got Nacho, Højlund, Mainu, Ahmad. Hopefully will be better next season. We bring in 2 good center backs, so even just one, and maybe keep either one of Lindelof and Maguire. Bring in a good center back, bring in a good 6, and a right winger and a decent forward.
Man, the list is long.
For me, it's just 4. For me, it's just 4 players. Minimum.
You did the whole new squad, man.
That's 4 players.
That's 4.
Anyways, for me, you need 4 players. Obviously, it's easier said than done because when Manu comes in, everybody's price is 50% higher.
Literally.
But you need 4 players, and you're better than all the teams above us until Liverpool, maybe, and even Liverpool, I don't know. But yeah,
wow.
for me.
Well, you've heard it here first. United's gonna win the league next year. All right.
Wow.
Let's go. United.
All right, let's move on, man. We'll spend a lot of time on this one. So we got West Ham and Crystal Palace just completing the top 10, and so this is our top 10. I don't think we need to talk much about what's in the bottom. Maybe relegation. We got the 3 teams that came up that did go down, and
Right.
I was hoping for a Luton miracle, but that never came. Apart from that, the other 2 were pretty poor, and apart from that, just everybody else who's down there is pretty standard. So that was it for the Premier League this year. I really enjoyed this year. There was it was very competitive this year. We had a three horse race, and it was exciting till the very end, till the last day, and yeah, hopefully we're looking forward to a fantastic season next year. So for the awards, we have was it Haaland? Yeah, Haaland for the top goal scorer again.
That's right.
27 goals, man. That's poor for him, man.
yet top scorer on his not best. That's ridiculous.
All right, and yeah, what did Watkins? What's that one for Watkins? Is it assists?
He got most assists apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not see that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and
yeah, and what did Rodri get?
I think it's just like passes.
Most passes.
Yeah, I think it's just like passes. I think Foden won
Player of the Year.
Player of the Year, and Raya is Golden Glove.
Yeah, Golden Glove. I think Cole Palmer is Young Player of the Year. Yeah. What is you guys' signing of the season?
To me, it has to be Declan Rice. I think it's been
Declan over Cole.
Yeah, I mean Cole Palmer has been a good player, but I mean look at where they finished. They finished sixth, so I mean I know he's been a good player. I think he's been a good player out of a bad bunch, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's been very influential for his team, but I mean team wasn't that great until recently.
Yeah.
So I would say Declan Rice just a beast, man. He impressed me. I knew what it was, but I didn't know he had more than that in him, which is what he showed. And he showed that he is just a fantastic midfielder and a very, 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 very big reason why we are where we are today.
That's a decent shout. Shout.
I was saying. I'll probably say Cole Palmer, but yeah, Declan Rice close second for sure. He was a monster, man. I didn't expect him to be that good. I thought he was gonna be good. We know he's a good player, but he was good, man. He was good. So yeah, but yeah, I think Cole Palmer just because Chelsea would have got relegated if he wasn't there, bro. They would have been in the championship.
That is for real.
but yeah, man, great season though. Great season. 3-horse race. We haven't had that in a long, long time. And yeah, we'll see. Hopefully next season there'll be a 4-horse race. Hopefully.
That's the name of the game.
And you woke up. All right. So, all right. Just a quick mention to Bayer Leverkusen, who becomes the 3rd team ever to finish invincible after Arsenal and Juventus, I believe it was.
I think it's 4th. AC Milan apparently did it at some time.
Yeah, when did they do it?
I don't know. I just saw it in an Instagram post. There was Milan, Juventus, Leverkusen, and Arsenal.
Okay. Well, that became the first. And yeah, what an amazing feat to not not only to win that league above Bayern Munich, but to do it the way they did it with no defeat all season.
Right.
And that's in all competitions, right?
That's right. That's all competitions. So they didn't lose any game in the league. They went into all the cups and the Europa.
In the Europa League, and they have not lost. And that is what's his name? Xavi Alonso's first year as a manager.
First full season.
Full season. Okay. He didn't even. It's not even like he had the greatest players.
Yep.
I know. It's like it just goes to show that you don't need all the 100 million players to you just have. You just need a coach that has a good vision and then he knows how to play, man. And I mean they did it. the whole season unbeaten, that is just something to just respect and salute.
Big time.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah,
they still have those 2 cup finals, like you guys were saying.
Yeah.
So they might do the unbeaten treble, which obviously it's not the same as the main treble. But I think just due to the fact that it's unbeaten and it's Bayern Leverkusen, I think it's a debate to be had, honestly, because they finished 6th last year. 6th. And to go from finishing 6th with a manager that's, like we said, is only in his first job and be unbeaten all season while playing like amazing football, man. Every time I watch them play, I'm like, wow, like these guys are, man. And men like Granit has become prime pillow. I don't know how. I mean, it was good last year at Arsenal, but this season, oh my days,
another level.
Another level. But yeah, man, if they do that treble, which is gonna be a good game, that Europa League final against Atalanta. Atalanta is a very attractive team as well when in their style of play. So it's gonna be a nice game, tough game. But I don't know who they play in that cup final. I think it's like a 2nd division team or something, so they're probably gonna win that. So likely 2 trophies, maybe 3. So yeah, Alonso is the hottest property probably of managers this season, but we'll see next year how they do. But I'll feel like they'll be okay, but obviously not as good.
We'll see next year. I mean, I can only wish and hope for them that they do finish unbeaten the whole season, which would just be amazing for a club that size, and for Xabi Alonso as well, who
for the league as well.
Yeah, for the league as well. Yeah. So yeah, good luck to them. All right, guys. So let's finish with the fantasy league.
Man. The champ himself calling it.
I got 90 points this week though.
Doesn't mean anything. You're 5th.
It don't mean nothing, bro. It don't mean nothing. I got Europa League. I didn't even get top 4, bro.
You're 5th, man.
I didn't even get top 4, bro.
You had one last push. Not enough.
I'm playing against FC Narnia and Lord of the Rings FC next season.
Yeah, traveling around Europe, man.
Traveling around, bro, on the Thursday night.
Get to countries like Latvia.
That's a disgrace, man.
You're on Channel 5 or something.
If you're on Channel 5, bro. No, bro, that's not right.
But yeah, this is our fantasy league. Obviously, all hail to the champion right here.
The champ.
Nice.
It wasn't even close in the end.
Man, you built a nasty gap right there.
Blitz it. Emmanuel was on my butt for a long time, but then it just couldn't handle the pace, man. It's a ridiculous pace set by my
man. Arsenal energy from the Arsenal fan.
Yeah, without the choking bit. But yeah, I finished first, Emmanuel 2nd. Oh, Bruce actually held his 3rd place.
You did.
And last year's champion, Frank, finished 4th, and that completes our top 4. And FC Kotoko finished 6th, man.
Yeah, they came back.
It's probably because the rest of the players didn't want to play anymore.
I mean, I was disappointed in Fafa though. Fafa was a top contender last.
Yeah, no, he's still active compared to the rest. I don't think all of these guys are active though. From Jordan, Elijah. I don't think Stephen is active, or is he?
I think Alex is active.
Yeah, and Nathan is active too. Actually,
The Nathan too, yeah.
Yeah, Alex might be active. Fafa is active. I don't think Jonathan is active. But yeah, that was a great season. I mean, enjoyed it. It's my highest overall. I think I finished like in a 350K.
Wow.
Yeah, 350K overall. My highest overall, best season ever, and I'm looking forward to do better next year. What about you guys? What is your overall for this year?
I don't know.
Man, this year it was really interesting with the FPL because you couldn't just bet on one horse. You had to stay on top of the news and see who's gonna play, when they're gonna play. That's what we usually do, right? But this time you just have to choose between. I feel like I changed captain so much this year compared to the previous year.
Yeah.
Last year it was like Salah for like 85% of the season. Or Haaland. And you're good. But this time, like, there was different captains to choose for, and
you have to think about it a little bit.
Exactly. Very interesting. Very, very fun play.
Yeah, I like this year because last year everybody captained like you said, Salah or Haaland, and then you couldn't. There wasn't as many choices to make last year, I feel.
Yeah.
But this year you really had to, like, especially at the first half of the season. Like with like obviously Manu doing terrible, so you couldn't get Manu players. Like it was just like
remember last year Rashford was like it was
exactly Rashford. Everybody wanted Rashford and stuff like that. Probably like a lot of people had Luke Shaw as well because we were getting
that was solid free point right there every time.
Exactly, So this year you couldn't do that. You couldn't really get Chelsea players too until like
right.
So,
apart from Palmer.
Yeah, apart from Palmer. So there was more to think about this year, and Jan just ran away with it.
Literally.
Man, I did my homework. Man. I did my homework. That's what
you did. Do your homework. So that's what killed us. So we're looking forward to another season like usual. It's always nice. The first 10 games, especially, is always really
So because you never know. Like you got new signings. You never know.
The forms and everything.
That's when you have to do your homework, right?
Exactly. That's what you have to do.
And then after that, I feel like everybody just has a template team now. Everybody.
You don't want to change.
Just get one or two differentials away from that, and that's how you get your points. But in the first couple of weeks, the first few weeks, that's how you gotta do it. You gotta do your homework, right? New signings, what is it gonna do? Like this year, for example, everybody wanted to rush on Nkudu. Nkuku, sorry, but he got injured, so it messed up everybody's plan. So now you have to think about where you go, and then like who ever thought to have Havertz in their team until like the last 10 weeks where like a lot of people were thinking about Havertz now, you know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, it was a good season. It was one of my most enjoyable seasons. Yeah. And it's like you said, it's like sometimes you just leave your team. Sometimes you leave your team for a couple of weeks, but this year you just have to every week you have to make changes.
Every week.
But fun thing.
Yeah.
But see you guys next year. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout again next year. If you guys know anybody that play fantasy, let us know so we can add them to the group.
Yeah, so we can add them. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, guys, I guess we will see each other next week. We got the FA Cup finals, and good luck to you guys because you're gonna actually need it.
A season saver right there, bro.
Right there.
Watch this. They're gonna start. They're gonna come out the blocks. They're gonna think they can like jab us. They can put like a little knockout blow. They're probably gonna get one. They're gonna think we're down and out, but we're gonna come back, bro. Sneaky 2 goals in the end, bro. Win it 2-1. I'm telling you. You first.
Beautiful. Well said. Well, good luck to you guys. And then we'll also react to the Europa League. I think it's on Wednesday as well. Europa League final. I'll definitely be rooting for Bayern Leverkusen on that one.
Yeah.
And then that's what's coming up this week coming up. Okay. Anything else you need to add before we leave?
All good, gents.
We're good.
All right, good talk. So this episode was a little bit longer because you have to wrap up the league. It's a special episode.
Yeah,
that's right.
So thank you guys for being here with us again, and thank you guys for supporting us and everything. Again, if you like us, like, share, and comment. And yeah, just thank you for your support. And guys, we'll see each other next week.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Let's see you.